If you've got this book, get that page up, look at these scale patterns, get a pencil on and write notes on stuff. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you in this major pentatonic pattern. If I go like this, got this pattern here, right? Now, like I said, the root note is a no-no for bending. And this one here, I do like that one because we can bend it up a half step. So this ties into a lesson I've got up and coming called Where Do I Bend the Strings? So bending, if we think about the techniques, I think there's 7 techniques that you need to learn. I'm bending up to this here. And when I'm on there, I'm putting my vibrato at the top of the bend. Vibrato is a bend as well. Now when you bend a note, what I do is I take the note that I'm going to, the target note, which happens to be this 8th fret here. I play that note and I record it in my head. I go down to the note I'm bending from, and then I bend it up to that. So that's how I do that. So I take that one there. That's going to be 8th fret to the 10th fret. When I bend, notice I've got more than one finger on the string as well. I need to reinforce, and you need the strength of the thumb there just to help you. To give you that opposing force. Keep that bent up. I quite like doing this little thing that is a bit of a Jimmy Herring thing. Bend up, slide up to the note, then come back down again. Back down and... bit Chris Buck, a bit Jimmy Herring, but it's a bit Derek Trucks in a way, but with frets. Yeah, so... So if this happens here, look, so when I get to this string here, yeah, that is, if you think about it, well, that's a 9th related to that chord. Wants to slide up there. But what I like to do with this one as well is there's a note in between. So what you can do, you can slide down to it. And you can slide up to the note that's above it. That likes to go to the root here. So you're dipping in and out between that major and minor there. You're utilising that. Now this is what I think is the really cool one. We've got the flat third here. There's the major third. So minor third is here, major third is here. This is the bluesy Mooing Cow Bend. Yes, it sounds like a cow mooing. So when I pull down on that, look, it's like a door handle. Look at the action. I'm rolling on my neck of my guitar there. So now I can bend it up to that and it sounds resolved, but I like to leave it slightly short so it doesn't quite get there. And it makes it a little bit sadder, I think. So flat third to major third, it'll slide up nice. You see where that comes in? Yeah, so you get that majory sound here. You can roll, you can even do that little turnaround thing there. You can do this here. I can bend up to this half step here. So I start on the major third, I'm bending up to the 4th, and then when I release it, pull off, and then I go to the root here. Yeah, so that's nice to do as well, going from the 4th to the 3rd. Bending. But this, Mooing Cow. Moo. That's based around that idea of what you can do with each of those scale degrees. So the third, we'll mess around with that flat third. The fifth, I think to myself, okay, so I've got the fifth here, I've got the sixth here. So I'll slide in between those. That's kind of cheery. And then I've got the root, which I don't bend. And then I've got the second here, which I can bend up a half step to get into the minor pentatonic. Now, when I'm on the minor pentatonic, don't bend the root, bend the flat third. The flat third here. To bend it up a whole step. What's also good with that, I think I'll probably pick this up off a Gilmore thing, is when I go down with the pick, I mute the strings here, put a rake in before you bend, and that just adds a little bit of oomph to it. So there's my minor pentatonic, that's the root. So I can bend the 8. You should be on the second pattern here with your pencil. We've got that diagram there, which is really part of box 1. What we can do there is we can bend that 8th fret, put your pencil on that, put a little arrow that says you can bend it up a whole step. This one, 8th fret on the B string, you can do the same. You can bend that up a whole step because that's the flat 7. This is the flat 7 and this is going to be the root. So what I can do is I can bend up to the root, which is the same note as this. Yeah. So there's my flat 7 there. And then I have the 5th here again. And then I've got the depends which chords underneath it. Anyhow, but scale wise, we're going to think of this as the 4th. I can bend that up a half step to that flat 5. The thing about the G string I think is interesting as well is you can pull it down as well as push it up. So look, I'm pulling the string towards the ground here. And I'm using 3 fingers to do that. I need to put something on these strings here because I get a lot of ringing out, a lot of extra noise that I don't want. But see, I'm pulling down there. But equally, what I could do is I could push up. But the thing with pushing up is you gather the other strings as you go up. So you have to mute on the strings with this hand. And I'm pushing that up a whole step, but I've got the half step that I could do there as well. So I could go. So I can push up, and that's a good exercise in itself. Bend that up. See, I'm going. Playing that in my head. That puts me back on there.